Waiting on the race. Coming in soon. Everyone's joining in right here. Race should begin in a little bit. It's a little bit cold outside. I shouldn't be here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean, but I'm here waiting for the race, which should begin momentarily in Grant Park, and they're going to run down the street right here, coming in. Momentarily, this race should be starting any moment now. Time is ticking right here. I have it down straight on Randolph Street, down in Chicago right now. Waiting for the race to start in a minute. A lot of things going on, not so much right now. A little bit of races making their way onto Grant Park where they can run in the race. As you can see, a couple of them crossing the street right here on the way, making their way down the street to Grant Park and ready for the race. A little bit of the workers over here working to maintain things on this side of the street right here.
Knock that bitch down.
Good morning, Donna. How are you doing today? Good blessed Sunday to you as well. Getting ready for the race right here. Little workers pulling out cones in order to block off the street for traffic. Good morning, Onyx. Here for the race, the big day, the big race, waiting for people to come out here and get ready for the race and run the race on the street, waiting for the races to come down. We have some people going towards Grant Park in order to get ready to start the race. Right here, just out here waiting for the bell to be rung and then people to start running towards my way. As you can see right here, you have workers out here putting out cones. Good morning. Give you a good glimpse of the streets that's going on down here. You see they have all the streets closed off. You have people walking across the street. I'm gonna spin around so you can see a little bit what's going on down here. As you can see right here, that's all the way down the street right here. Donna's getting ready to go to church. Amen to that. Right there. Should be in church myself, but I'm out here in the cold. Getting ready for the race, Donna. Racer making its way all the way over to Grant Park right there. A lot of things going on, a lot of confusion, a lot of people going on, a lot of the racers getting ready to go. One is going on her way there. You're going to be late. She's going to be late, but she's going to make it there. All right. This is the 2019 hot chocolate race that's going to be happening right here. It's very cold out here. Shouldn't be here, but I'm here for the race. It's cold, as you can hear the sirens going on. People making their last little hoorahs in their vehicles to get out of the way for the race. People walking around the street has a lot to say. That someone's really enthused, has something to say. Can't quite make out what he's saying right here, but it sounds like he's really excited about something goes on. Maybe he's here to preach about the race, excited about the race that's about to happen, but I'm not quite sure. Don't have time to go over there to see what's going on, quite frankly. You have police officers. Never heard of a hot chocolate race. So the racers, they get hot chocolate upon completing the race. So they're running for hot chocolate. So that's what they're doing right now. They're making their way to Grant Park to get ready for the hot chocolate race. Making their way. Have races going on. You going for the hot chocolate race?
Yeah.
Races making their way to Grant Park right here. Yeah, they give out hot cocoa. Hot cocoa is what they say back home. But where I'm from, they say hot cocoa. Here they say hot chocolate. So I guess it's the hot chocolate race. People making their way. The last few people making their way on to Grant Park for the race. And I'm just out here in the cold. Give you a glance around, look around. Big building right here in Chicago right here. Another building over there, subway. And that's down the street with police officers cordoning off the streets to make sure it's safe for the runners once they make their way down the street. It is very cold out here. In fact, it's so cold I shouldn't be here. I should be on the other side of the ocean in school. Some more racers making their way to Grant Park right now. Running a little late, but they will make it there on time. All right. And they are going. Some more racers racing to the race. That is something that's not an oxymoron. These racers are actually racing to the race right here. See, they have a trifecta making their way to Grant Park right now to be for the race. The bibs are flying off because they're walking so fast. They're going to make it to the Grant Park for the beginning of the race. Absolute goodness. Hot cocoa and hot chocolate are a little bit different. Where I'm from, and we take hot cocoa. Here in Chicago, they have hot chocolate. But either way, it tastes all the same. but the way you say it actually changes the flavor. You have police officers going down the street, making sure that no one put banana peels on the ground for people to slip on while they're running. You have a racer who's just running. She might be a little bit too good for the race herself, so she's running by herself right here down the street. As you can see right here, running down the street. Craziness. As you can see, it looks like a ghost town, but in a matter of minutes, it's going to be flooded with racers racing for the cup of hot chocolate in the hot chocolate 15 and 5K race here in 2019. Just give you a glimpse of what the street looks like. You have a racer making her way to Grant Park to race in the race. I'm not sure what heat she'll be running in, but she seems to be doing a power walk to make it to Grant Park for the race. As you can see right here, she's making her way going a direction I wouldn't choose, but that's the way she's going. You have other racers. One racer who's making his way on to Grant Park right here. He's going on his way a little late. More racers right here. Maybe they woke up late. Maybe their alarm clock did not go off. Maybe they set it. Maybe they weren't expecting daylight saving times. But you have a racer making his way right here. Remember, it is daylight savings time. If you're in the United States, daylight saving time takes effect right now. So if you're running late, you might be because of daylight savings time. Absolute goodness. If you're just joining in, this is the 15.5K live from Chicago, Illinois, 2019. It is very cold out here for the hot chocolate race. In fact, it's so cold I shouldn't be here. I should be on the other side of the ocean in school. But I'm here giving you the broadcast live. I'm doing well. You're making your way to the race?
Yeah, this way.
Yes. More people making their way to the race. You have more people over there walking, strutting, making their way to Grant Park in order for the race. They're a little late, but they will make it there for the race. As you can see right there, one man with a yellow hat jogging, warming up before he gets down there. Craziness. We are live here in Chicago, right here for the 15.5K hot chocolate race. If you like hot chocolate, this is the race for you. People like hot chocolate. Men like hot chocolate. Women like hot chocolate. This is the race for you. Because at the end of the race, they give you a cup of hot chocolate that you can actually drink. Absolute goodness, if you ask me. Absolute goodness. I'm going to give you a glimpse of the field. I'm on the street right here, as you can see, for the hot chocolate race. It looks like a ghost town right now. That's because everybody in the city is at Grant Park right now, getting ready for the race. Look down the street. No one to the left. No one, well, maybe the Lord is above. And no one straight ahead. No one to the right. Because they're all in Grant Park, making their way to Grant Park for the 15.5K hot chocolate race. You have some races right there. It looks like they're going in for support for other races. Maybe they have a family that they're going to support at the 15.5K race. A lot of people are going to be here for supporting for the race. Making their way for the hot chocolate. You have a driver driving through, making their way to Grant Park to support on someone in the race. It is cold out here. In fact, it is so cold I shouldn't be here. I should be on the other side of the ocean in school. But I'm here reporting live for the race. You have a bicyclist coming through right here. A bicyclist coming through right here. A worker over there. He's extremely cold. Excuse me, sir. Are you cold over there? Is it cold over there? It's cold on the other side of the street. It's cold right here. In fact, it's so cold I shouldn't be here. I should be on the other side of the ocean in school. We have a racer making her way to Grant Park right here. Strutting fast. Strutting fast. We have a group coming up here. The last little bit of runners making their way to Grant Park right here. Making their way to Grant Park for the 15 5K race 2019, Chicago, Illinois. Are you making your way to the race? You have more racers making their way to the race right now, getting ready. I can tell you that the entire city of Chicago is in Grant Park right now for the race, the 15 5K hot chocolate race. I could use a cup of hot chocolate right now. Wish someone would come out and give me a cup of hot chocolate because I am indeed cold right now. In fact, I'm so cold I shouldn't be here. I should be on the other side of the ocean in school. But I'm here reporting for the race for you right today. We are live in Chicago, Illinois, for the 15 5K hot chocolate race. Let me give you some fun facts about chocolate. People love chocolate. I'm chocolate. As you can see right here, people love it. And that's why they're running the race right today. So cold. I could use a cup of chocolate right now, but I will forgo a cup of chocolate right now for the race. Craziness. They're going to be coming down here any moment soon. They'll be coming down the street right here, at a fast pace, coming towards me in order to get a cup of hot chocolate. Crazy. Every opportunity you should take advantage of because it's so cold. In fact, I shouldn't be here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. You see, one of the racers, another racer's he's going to support someone at the 15 5K race right here. He should actually be running the race because he's running so fast. You have one person over there talking with the employee for the race about the race. And I'm guessing the employee is saying you should make your way to the race because that's where the race is. I guess they're waiting for the traffic signal to cross, but indeed, there are no cars coming in either direction right here. And he's racing on his way. He's going on his way. Actually, I go to Cambridge. I should go, but in fact, I'm here reporting the race for you. More people coming right here. More people driving down, the last few cars going down the street. Maybe they're going to get a cup of hot chocolate. We have one racer. Is that the first racer to come out the blocks right here? We have right here the leader of the pack. In fact, she is so fast that there's no one behind her. I cannot believe it. This racer is actually walking faster than everybody. She is coming in first place. She is walking in stride. She's picked up her stride. She is walking fast. She's picking it up. She is going for the hot chocolate. We have, in fact, had the leader of the pack right here. For some reason, why is no one behind her? Why is she so ahead of everyone? In fact, are you headed for the race? Oh, she's not running the race. She is not the leader of the pack. She's not running the race. My mistake. With more racers making their way to Grant Park right now in stride for the 15 5K hot chocolate race. you can see down the street, that cars are starting to slow down as they get blocked from crossing the street. More people are making their way to Grant Park right now for the race. As you can see right there, people making their way across the street. Police officers, I think we have the first people running in the race right here. As you can see, police officers leading the way, a bicyclist leading the way, and we have the first runners coming right here. We have one individual leading the pack, running with stride, right there. The race has begun, and you have the people running down the street. The race has begun. More racers are making their way down the street as we speak, right here. Coming to you live, Chicago 15 5K 2019. We have more racers running down the street than ever. Coming in live, Chicago, Illinois, 2019. The 15 5K racers making their way. They're striding down for that cup of hot chocolate. That hot cup of chocolate that people love so much, they're coming down the street. It seems all you can hear is silence, nothing but the feet tapping the ground. Listen to the feet tapping as they make their way for that nice cup of hot chocolate. That's what they're doing it for. Don't do it for yourself. Don't do it for others. Do it for the hot chocolate. And they're making their way down the street as we speak. Hear the chitter-chatter of the feet tapping on the ground. Listen to the chitter-chatter of the feet as they make their way for the cup of hot chocolate. Not a word coming from their mouth. You can barely hear them breathe. Listen to the chitter-chatter of their feet as a man tries to cross the street in a death-defying approach to get on the other side of the street. It seems as if people are still asleep right now with no words coming from their mouth whatsoever. Just chitter-chatter from the feet hitting the pavement, headphones in their ears, gloves on their hands, hats on their heads, shoes on their feet. This is the 2019 15 5K race. Reporting to you live right here. Craziness. And they're coming in huge packs right here. A lot of huge packs of racers coming, making their way. All ages, all sizes, in the cold. It is so cold, in fact, I shouldn't be here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean. But I'm here reporting to you live the 15 5K race. And they're coming in massive packs right now. 1, 2, 3,000 people lining the streets, making their way down the street for a cup of hot chocolate. Craziness. Craziness right here. As you can see, they're making their way, one after the other, single file line, down the street for a hot cup of hot chocolate. Craziness. The excitement's in the air. Smell of hot chocolate is in the air. Even if it is not, it is in the air because the runners can quite frankly smell the hot chocolate. As you can see, they are running towards the smell, the sweet smell of hot chocolate. Right here, making their race. People with GoPros on their head to document the entire race. People with headphones in their ears to listen to the favorite jam. Maybe it's Prince. Maybe it's Madonna. Maybe it's Tupac. But they're listening to their favorite tunes as they make their way down the street for a cup of hot chocolate. This brisk day in the beginning of November, they are making their way. Some racers pulling off to the side because it's so cold. In fact, it's so cold, I shouldn't be here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean, but I'm here. We have Superman in his gear running down the street. Superman running down the street. Craziness, a lot of things going on, a lot of racers racing, racers with backpacks, racers with hats, racers with toboggans, racers with scullies, racers with gloves, racers with racing in their blood, making their way down the street. As the first field begins to thin out, you have racers looking at their clock. Racers looking at the clocks on their arms, making sure that they have the right time that they're coming in at. Racers wearing reflective coats so they don't run into other racers. Racers trying to race across the street, not wanting to get beat. Let's see if they can do this right here. The task is on. They're looking down, making sure that they can get across. I'm not sure if they're going to make it, but they can try. People on bicycles making their way. Heather making her way in order to ensure that the race goes well without any distractions. We have 40,000 people running this race right here. People coming across the street to root them on. People have signs to root on their friends and family. What does your sign say? We have someone with a sign right here. What does this sign say? It says, "Go Anna, run for more chocolate." It is her first race. She's running the 15K right there. Her friend is here to support Anna. She's somewhere. When we see her, we'll shout her name. Running the 15 5K, we're going to look for Anna. Anna, we will look for Anna. Excuse my accent. We will root for Anna when we see her. We will make her feel appreciated that she's running for hot chocolate on this cold, brisk day in the middle of harvest season. We have another flock of runners right here. They are running in droves right here. A massive flock of runners right here. There has to be like 10,000 racers in this one little patch right here, making their way for a cup of hot chocolate. It is indeed so cold out here, so cold I shouldn't be here. I should be in school on the other side of the ocean, but I'm here to report this race for you. Is that Anna? Someone goes to her school and she just noticed them out. You should have supported him and say, go, 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 but she didn't. Because he's moving so fast that she couldn't have time to gather her words. And in fact, it is so cold that she couldn't come up with her words. But it's okay. We're on the lookout for Anna. As more people come here, checking their clocks, checking their watches, making sure that the timing is right. Sweat chilling, freezing as they go forward. A huge flock of racers running right here, in full stride, only looking towards where the hot chocolate is. Sweating all for a cup of hot chocolate. Craziness. Insane. More racers making their way across the street. More people to support their family and friends. More racers making their way to Grant Park because they're running a little late because they forgot to set the clocks to adjust to daylight savings time. Another huge flock of racers are making their way down the street right here. People running with backpacks because they need extra weight because the weight that they have is not heavy enough. People wearing hoodies because it's so cold. In fact, I shouldn't be here. People wearing sunglasses even though there's no sun. People wearing leggings for fashion. And a huge flock of runners running down the street right here. Sweating. Even though it's so cold, they have sweat coming down as like there were tears coming down their face. People with sun visors, even though there's no sun. People even running in jackets. Full leather jackets because it's so cold. Even listening to music on a boombox. Boombox listening down the street. It's starting to thin out a little bit because that wave has just went through. Now we're waiting for the next big wave to come through here. Racers throwing up the peace sign. Hot chocolate race. People trying to make their way across the street. We have a huge flock of people coming in right here. If you're just joining us, this is the 2019 15 and 5K hot chocolate race, or as some people say, hot cocoa, depending on where you're from. You have racers, they're picking up a huge flock right here. It's a new wave, not an ocean wave, but a running wave that's coming my way in the cold. Right here, you have people trying to make their way across the street. You have people making their way down the street of all ages, running for a cup of hot chocolate. You have the 11-minute mark making their way right here. You have people striving, trying to make their way to the front of the pack because they can't stand to wait for the runners who are not running as fast as them. We are live here in Chicago, Illinois for the 2019 15 and 5K hot chocolate run right here. You have more people making their way down the street. All shapes and sizes, all ages making their way swiftly for a nice cup of hot chocolate on this brisk day in the middle of harvest, making their way down the street. Some people running, some people walking, but they're making their way for the hot cup of chocolate. People getting excited as they come closer to the finish line. They can smell the finish line, or matter of fact, they can smell the hot chocolate which is at the finish line. Some people cannot wait. They're making an extra effort, running fast, and some people aren't really craving the hot chocolate because they decided that it's not all of that for them. Some people just striding down, walking, not really have no care in the world. Some people can't wait to get it. There's this gentleman right here, eyes on the prize, focused. Some people exuberant, waving their hands in the air for a nice cup of hot chocolate. Some people can't wait that they get on bicycles and make their way to the finish line because for that nice cup of hot chocolate. People wearing their deer hunter hats so people don't run into them. People wearing elf pants. And we have another huge wave coming down right here. A huge flock of people, seems to be 2,000 people, running in masses for the finish line for the nice cup of hot chocolate. Right here, running fast. Eyes on the prize. Running as couples, running as individuals, all running for the nice cup of hot chocolate. Some people running, some people walking. They're all making their way to the finish line for the nice cup of hot chocolate. Some people, feel the heat of the hot chocolate, and they don't need to wear any sort of sleeves. Going sleeveless on this nice brisk day in the middle of harvest, on their way for a nice cup of hot chocolate at the end of the race. Moving in droves, moving at a fast pace, on the way to Grant Park to get that nice cup of hot chocolate. It starts in Grant Park, way that direction right there, and it ends over there as well.
Oh.
What was doing?